Hi, Dr. B.
Hi, Fofo. How are
How are
you?
you?
Hi, Trailblazer.
Oh, yeah. Living boldly. How have you been?
Doing awesome. Living
That's
boldly one day at a time.
that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, I'm glad you were able to take some time out of your busy schedule to talk with me today. And I think we're just going to have a chat because sometimes as trailblazing women, we've learned how to juggle a couple of things here and there. And it's good to catch up with one another. Sometimes people feel that sisterhood doesn't work. They feel that ladies don't support themselves. But what's been the case with Trailblazer Femme in the last 12 months?
Wow, Trailblazer Fam has been amazing. It's a community where we support each other and build each other up. From our previous conversations, it's amazing to have ladies that are trailblazers already. So we're not necessarily starting from scratch. These are ladies that are blazing the trail in their career, in their life, in their businesses, in their purpose, in their mission. So you can imagine ladies like that coming together. We're thinking at a high level and coming together to build each other up and expand our influence and impact. It's been
That's
amazing.
amazing. That's amazing. And if I recall, in the last 12 months, we've all authored a book together, Living Boldly. I can see you're wearing the t-shirt. I've got the book in my background as well.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
anyone wants to buy that book, it's available on Amazon, Lulu, all the major bookstores across the world. You will find it there. So we've authored a book together. We've had people who changed jobs and got amazing jobs, relocations to different cities. We've got members from across Africa, the US, Europe. It's been an interesting ride and an interesting journey. And one thing I have learned by networking with these ladies is the fact that you have someone who can keep you accountable. Because we go through many things in our lives, and sometimes you feel you're going through it alone. But
Right,
you
right.
realize when we have those monthly connects, you find
Exactly.
stories to
Uh-huh.
encourage you. There's
Yeah.
someone who has an exam. We're able to ask how their reading is going. What has been a story that you like to share based on those networking sessions?
Well, I'll share kind of like an awesome one and then one that didn't sound so awesome, but that the person used it to transition into even living more boldly. So yeah, congratulations to the crew on the authoring of the Living Boldly book. It was an amazing journey and everybody put their mind into it. And the feedback from the readers of this book has been amazing. And that's what, authoring a book brings about. It helps you to even be able to reach beyond the people you could have seen face to face. So the book is traveling around the world. It's been to virtually every continent. It's in Americas, it's in Africa, it's in Australia, it's in Asia. We're going to send it to Antarctica soon and the rest of the world. But during our monthly connects and our power sessions, we call it the Trailblazer Femme power sessions. We have some sessions where it's the members connecting together, bonding together, networking, and building each other up. We also have amazing guest sessions. Right from the get-go, we had the career and life networking meeting where we brought in experts from all fields. So those have been amazing. And at every meeting, we bring back to mind even some gems that were shared at those conferences, and they're still applicable in every aspect of life. Also, we get to, have the quarterly review. So at the beginning of the year, envisioning, thinking about what we want to do at the 3rd month mark, doing that, at the 6th month mark, doing that. So, we're constantly tracking our progress, tracking our growth, and just improving along the way. Another amazing story that I want to share, actually, there are two folks who decided to take the leap of faith and apply for jobs that they felt they weren't even qualified for because the job descriptions were way above their qualification or pay grade and everything. But, they just decided they were going to live boldly, jump boldly, apply boldly. And these two individuals have transitioned from where they were to these amazing jobs where they have a whole lot more opportunities to be able to influence many more people. So the it's been an amazing journey, and that has been awesome. So those are a few things I want to share for right now.
It's interesting. It's interesting the stories you share. And it's always wonderful when you have a network of women who can support one another and who can continue to, even in the bad times. Because I know we've also had stories during our power sessions where people needed prayers for things, or they got disappointed because they applied for some jobs, it didn't come through, or they had a contract that was cancelled, or one thing or the other, or being stuck during COVID as well,
Right.
and being able to share some of those during the power sessions and have a sister say, hey, you're doing great, you're doing great, you know, we're checking up on you, has also been a great blessing. So thank you so much for opening the platform of Trailblazer Femme to every one of us across the world, and I'm so glad to be a special part of that. Now
Awesome.
you talked on one important part, and just before I let you go, because I know it's a busy day, I just want to touch a bit on this topic you mentioned about sometimes when women don't apply for jobs because we feel we don't have the enough qualifications. And it's been proven, a lot of post research has gone out to say that men are more likely to apply for jobs that they don't qualify for more than women. And one of the things that we found is, as women, sometimes we're waiting to check off every single item on the tip, myself inclusive. At times I look at some jobs or I look at some postings on LinkedIn, I'm like, I have that one, I don't have that one. But I realize that all you have to do is just trust your instincts and take the shot. Because when you don't even take the shot, you end up wondering, oh, what if I had? Or what if I had? So let's talk a bit about that. What
Yeah.
are some tips that you would give to women who maybe thinking of transitioning into other career fields or into other jobs right now, and they feel that they don't qualify for everything on that list? What would you say to them?
Yeah, and I must tell you, if there's a job description or a job application out there, and you can check off every box on the list, that means you're overqualified for that job.
Boom, right
so,
there.
so having things on the job description that you feel a little uncomfortable about means that you're qualified to apply for that job, because many times the job descriptions are like cookie cutter. Like you see the description and then you get on the job and you're like, okay, how does this match up with what was put on the job posting? So don't feel discouraged, don't feel like you're not enough. Go ahead and apply for the job, prepare for the interview, research the company, research their mission, research their goals, research the job. If it's something you're interested in, or at least to some extent qualified for, go ahead and go for it. And even if you don't get the job eventually, you learn from the process. You learn how to improve your application the next time. You learn how to interact with the interviewer, and things to do for next time and to apply to another application. So yeah, go for it. And the other thing is, for every job, at least for most reputable companies, when you get on the job, you're still going to get trained on the job. So you don't have to know everything coming in. There's going to be a training process. It might be online, it might be someone walking you through. And then when you get there, ask questions. Asking questions shows you're smart and intelligent. So you don't have to be 100% prepared for the job. It's part of the process. You will learn on the job. And, I just have to point it back to the Living Boldly book. And one of the authors of the book, Fumi Asa, said something very important that constantly rings in my mind. Living Boldly talks about how you deal with life when your normal shifts. When someone hears that, the tendency is to think that, okay, your normal shifting means that something bad happens. But your normal can shift where you're promoted and elevated to the next level. So how are you going to deal with it when you get there? My dear, get Living Boldly and find out all the gems that you need. It's a playbook for trailblazing women, and it helps you to deal with every aspect of life, whether good or bad, and everything in between.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. I just feel like getting out of this chair and living boldly. Thank you so much for this wonderful chat, Dr. B, as always. And I look forward to seeing you, maybe sometime in the evening we'll have a quick chat again.
Definitely, definitely.
All
And
right.
Trailblazer Femme, we currently have a wait list right now, but the doors will be opening soon. So if you're a trailblazer or you want to be a trailblazer in your mind, get on with us, sign up and know when the doors are open and jump in right away because they won't be open for long. Great chatting with you.
Absolutely. www.trailblazerfem.com. That's the website. We're opening memberships soon, just like Dr. B said. So jump in, get in. There are two pathways. And honestly, just live boldly. How do you live boldly? By interacting with other trailblazers and also sharing your gift with the world. And I'll be back with Dr. B maybe sometime next week. Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care.